What's up, Jabroni Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Once Upon a Time episode number 8, titled Desperate Souls. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's okay. You can get episodes whenever they show up here. Yeah, so last episode, best episode so far, amazing. It took me a while to get over that because I'm just like, we got rid, I'm assuming he's dead, of a character that I very much was, like, in that episode, fell in love with. And yeah, he's gone. Trying to show Regina's power, how evil she is. We were all like, we didn't see evil Regina yet in real world. Now she's beyond evil. Like, she murdered him, straight up killed him. So that sucks, because now there's no feeling bad for her. I was feeling bad for her for a little bit. I was like, well, I can see her point, but nope, she's evil as fuck. That's what it is. So we're gonna hop in here, have a good time. Hopefully we'll see how it redeems. I don't know, I'm not sure what's gonna happen now. Is it gonna be like the funeral right after, maybe a mystery to see what happened to him? I'm sure the story will be he had a heart attack, and people will be like, but he was healthy as hell, what happened? But we'll find out. Nonetheless, let's hop in here, have a good time. Pretty much here we go.
Take her. She'll ride with me.
Oh, dude. Rapey McRape face right there. Holy hell. What does that mean?
No, you can't have her.
Oh, you're dead.
In here?
Well, it is my shop.
Dude. Man, okay. I love you right now. You're amazing.
You're still wearing the deputy's badge. Well, he's been gone 2 weeks now.
Oh, wow. It's 2 weeks later?
After
Holy
2 weeks of
shit.
acting as sheriff. But all of this stuff is headed directly for the trash bin. You really should take something. Look, this jacket.
Oh, yes. All day. Let's go.
Oh, well, look. Your boy might like these, don't you think? That's the thing about children. Before you know it, you lose them.
Sydney Glass. Sydney from the newspaper? How does that even make sense?
Well, he's covered the sheriff's office for as long as anyone can remember.
And you
he'll
can.
do whatever you want him to.
Yep, pretty much. That's how that
Can't
works.
stand the fact that things have been getting better around here, can you?
There's not like a voting thing or something? Does the mayor just pick? Why does it work in small towns?
You know, it really is quite shocking how few people study the town charter.
Oh my
Town
Jesus,
charter?
there's some
It's
rules.
quite comprehensive. And the mayor's authority? Well, maybe she's not quite as powerful as she seems.
You sure there's no other
He must have lost his kid and must make him evil.
You've all got left, son. You don't understand what war is like. What they do to you. Quick, hide. In the ditch, hide. Go, go. Stop right there. Oh, boy. Kiss my boot!
Oh man, this is shameful and a kick to the face. Yep, there we go. Maybe he'll attack and then get himself killed. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You can appoint a candidate. It calls for an election. The term candidate is applied loosely. No, it's not. It requires a vote. And guess what, Madam Mayor? I'm running. Fine. So is Sydney.
I am. I am.
Oh my god, it's so weird to see him. I've only ever seen him really in
I
Breaking
guess we'll learn a
Bad.
little something about the will of the people.
Friendless? The only thing I've got is my boy. And they're going to take him away from me.
So good.
If they take him away, I would truly become dust. I can't. I'd be terrified.
Then perhaps, instead of controlling the power, you need to take it.
Shall I move some things, make a bit of space for your rage?
You found that loophole in the town charter.
Legal documents, contracts, if you like.
Oh shit, you
No.
good.
I was born in jail.
Holy shit. Interesting.
These records were supposed to be sealed. Tell me you're not scarred for life.
I'm not.
Here
This
we-
was a juvie record. This was sealed by court order. I don't know how you got it, but that's abuse of power and illegal.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't want people to know you cut his cord with a shiv?
I was fighting fire with. All right, come on, let's go. We gotta get out of here. Can't move.
This is the
You have to get me out.
this is the city hall. She's not gonna leave you to die. I mean, that's like you don't deserve to die in this world.
The sheep's
Based on what we know of her, what they know. Oh wait, Rumpelstiltskin did this? Mr. Gold did
You're
this?
gonna leave me, aren't you?
Oh man. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Oh. Well, that was extremely risky. Oh man, who's outside taking pictures? I think Mr. Gold did this. Yep, there we go. He set this up.
See, Henry? We don't have to fight dirty.
Dude, he so remembers. It's crazy. Does he remember? Dude, he has to remember.
Loads of visitors today. Do hope you're not going to break my little bell.
The fire.
I've been right here, Miss Swan.
I can't go along with this.
You just did. This is just the price of election, Miss Swan.
Price I'm not willing to pay. Find another sucker.
Okay, go ahead, expose me. But if you do, just think about what you'll be exposing and what you'll be walking away from. Oh, yes, and who you might be disappointing.
Oh man, dude. #1 character right here.
Oh, I got a job. Yeah, I'm working at the animal shelter.
Nice.
So, Sydney.
My wife is friends with Regina, so
Oh, right. How is Catherine?
good. She's meeting me here later.
That's wonderful. Well, I'm all out of posters. I'm gonna go get some more.
She's upset. She put like 5 staples in that thing.
Zozo. Zozo. I summon thee.
You were asking for me.
Submit, O Dark One. I control you.
Yes, you do. Wield the power wisely. You can wield it any time now.
Die.
Wow, he chose the power. Instead of control, he chose the old man, right? Can't tell, can't see his face very well. Yep.
It's you. Hildeberga. Looks like you made a deal you didn't understand.
Rumpelstiltskin, that's so cool. Damn.
The fire was a setup.
Damn it. Don't say Mr. Gold.
Agreed. to support me in this race, but I didn't know that that meant he was going to set a fire.
You made an enemy, girl. She shouldn't have said it was Mr. Gold. She should have just said somebody set the fire.
Congratulations. Sheriff Swan.
Wow, she...
What?
It was a very close vote, but people really seem to like the idea of a sheriff brave enough to stand up to Mr. Gold.
Someone's walking from behind their curtains today.
Son of C and...
No, Papa!
Oh, brother.
All part of the act, my dear. Political theatre in an actual theatre. And you no one was going to vote for you unless we gave you some kind of extraordinary quality. And I'm afraid saving old Regina's arse from the fire just wasn't going to do that.
Oh my
They had to
God.
give you a higher form of bravery.
Holy shit.
They had to see you defy me. We made a deal some time back, Miss Swan.
Oh man, you owe him
We
a favor.
established that you owed me a favor. I know that can be a bad feeling, owing someone. Now that you're sheriff, I'm sure we'll find some way for you to pay back what you owe me.
What if he doesn't?
Congratulations.
Holy shiznit, man. Okay. Well, damn. I don't know what to give that episode. That episode was great. Oh, maybe that episode might be better than last episode. 9 or 10. 9 or 10. What did I give last episode? A 9? I give last episode a 9. Man, that was good. This episode's better than last episode. So this is either a higher 9 or 10s are meant for like episodes that I feel are perfection. And I'm trying to think if I think this episode is perfection. I don't know if it's perfect, but it's damn near close, man. I gotta have to like learning about Rumpelstiltskin's backstory, seeing it kind of intertwine with the real world with Mr. Gold, Emma kind of competition with the mayor. Ah man, the fire situation, Henry kind of recognizing the fear of what his mom can do or stepmom can do. I don't know what I'd give it, honestly. For me, because I don't know. For me, it's like when it comes to dramas and stuff, for me, like the 10s are like when it hits you with that emotional punch. This one didn't have an emotional punch. It was just really well executed and made me fall in love with Mr. Gold and Rumpelstiltskin even more. Man, this is, for me, maybe this is just a really strong 9. But maybe a 10, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Let's break down the episode. So the episode starts off in the past. We get to see Rumpelstiltskin with his boy, seeing somebody getting taken away, and something about a dark one. Essentially, we are learning what Rumpelstiltskin was up to before everything kind of went to hell for him. He was a merchant or a wool salesman living in, pretty much poverty, maybe not poverty, I don't know. Pretty close to poverty. And his son in 2 days or in 3 days is going to be sent to war at the age of 14. The boy looked very familiar. Like I've seen him in another show. He kind of reminds me a little bit of I don't know. He looks like somebody, but we then hop over to the present where Mr. Gold is saying for Regina or for Emma that it's been 2 weeks. This is all of the hell was the sheriff's old stuff. If she wants any of it, I mean, personally, I would have taken the leather jacket. I would have taken the whole box, honestly. He was a good man, and you guys were falling for each other. I would have taken the whole box. I mean, Regina's evil, but then again, how evil does she think Regina is? I don't know. She doesn't think Regina caused him to die, but we'll see. She talks about Emma should become mayor or become sheriff, all this stuff. She goes to give some walkie-talkies to Henry. Henry doesn't want to do the Cobra thing anymore because people die. He's kind of giving up on that. Emma goes to put on the badge to be sheriff. And Regina's not about that life. She's like, I get to appoint whoever I want to be the new sheriff. And I'm also going to fire you. Emma does not take that well, goes home, and it becomes this whole thing. And then at the knock is our boy, Mr. Gold. And he brings a book with him about the town and explains some of the rules and how it works. And it has to be a vote. And he wants to help her because we both have a common enemy. We hop back to the fantasy world and we see, or to the past, and we see that Rumpelstiltskin is running away with his son. They meet a beggar on the road, and they also run into the crazy queen guard people. And he embarrasses him in front of his son. He's going to take him today instead of in 2 days. And he also gives the backstory of Rumpelstiltskin ran away and his wife left him, all this stuff. We then get the whole kiss my boot, gets kicked in the face in front of his son. Very embarrassing for him. The old man, the old homeless beggar guy takes him. We hop back to present day, and Regina is putting Sydney to be sheriff. Emma interrupts. Sydney at one point is like, oh, like when there's a debate or whatever, he's like, oh, Regina says he'll do it. He's like, oh, I will. Okay, cool. Like he just kind of accepts it. We then get the homeless beggar guy saying what he needs to do: break into this place, take this dagger, control the Dark One. You kill him, you get the powers. Regina and Mr. Gold have a one-on-one where Regina is pissed that Mr. Gold kind of found this loophole. It's not even really a loophole. It's like, seems like it's law. There's a good interaction here with them about contracts and what's right and like what's the contracts and written paper. He talks about how for him a pen is mightier than the sword. Regina tries to smear Emma's name by saying she gave birth in jail, all this stuff, putting it out there. And then there's an explosion here at the city hall. And yeah, things are bad. We then get Rumpelstiltskin talking about we're gonna go get he has a plan, the dagger, fire, explosion in the real world. We get this whole interaction this whole situation where Emma saves Regina. Regina was like, you're gonna leave me, this whole situation. Of course, Emma's not going to, saves pictures. Emma figures out, oh, Mr. Gold, it's that nasty smelling shit that you were doing. And it's another great one-on-one. It's like every time Mr. Gold has an interaction with somebody, it's like pure great dialogue from him. And even Rumpelstiltskin, just pure great dialogue, which I think is why I like him so much. He explained we need something big to beat Regina, all this stuff. Fantasy world, fire, seemed pretty easy to get in. Burn this place, got the dagger, Zozos, whatever. Brief interaction between David and Mary Margaret here. Then the debate's happening. It's like this. Well, the reason I love this episode is just like there was really almost no time to like breathe. It was just like everything matters, everything's interesting, everything's happening, and I think I really like that. Rumpelstiltskin calls on the Dark One. The Dark One is kind of like talking shit to him and saying, is he even your son? All this really, really messed up shit. I think he was mostly doing it just to piss him off because he wanted to die. And Rumpelstiltskin gets pissed off, stabs him. It turns out it's the old man. Rumpelstiltskin becomes the new Dark One. We get back here. Sydney gives a very generic speech. Emma gives her speech. She explains that the fire was set by Mr. Gold. I was not on board with that. I was like, you know what? Maybe don't mention Mr. Gold. Yeah, the fire was suspicious, and she feels it was a setup. You know, there was no need to drag Mr. Gold's name through the mud. He's a good-ish, sometimes kind of man. No need to drag him through the mud. You know, she essentially says, what she says. She pretty much believes she's gonna lose. Regina comes, says they won. People are happy that you stood up against Mr. Gold, got you the votes. Great interaction here where Rumpelstiltskin shows up with the dagger, kills everybody, breaks my man's neck, slices and dices everybody, and then kind of talks to his son, saying, "Do you fear? Like, are you scared? Don't be scared. I don't fear anything anymore. I just took what was mine." Great interaction, and then we have the big review at the end where he says, "I told you you needed something big, and the fire just was not big enough. And they may fear Regina, they fear me more." I don't know. It's his delivery. Whoever this actor is, his delivery is fire. Love it. And then yeah, turns out it was his plan for the fire, for her to come out, for her to find out. It was his plan. He knew. It almost like he did leave the little rag thing in a pretty obvious place. I guess we could have picked up on that. And yeah, he knows Emma, so he knew that she would do that and call him out. I mean, I wouldn't have called him out, but you know, Rumpelstiltskin knew that she needed that to put her over the edge and over the top. So yeah, I very much enjoyed this episode. Thought it was great, and that's the episode. Like I said, it's a strong 9. The only reason it's not a 10, honestly, is because of, as much as I enjoyed the dialogue and everything, I feel 10s need to be for the ones that hit you with that emotional part. And this was emotional in parts, like with like the Rumpelstiltskin and his son situation. But like, I mean, like, I don't know, something that emotionally grabbed me is what was missing. And I don't know if emotionally grabbed me is the right way to say it, but like, I don't know, something where the stakes are at its highest. I guess that's what it is. Maybe like the stakes didn't feel crazy high because it was just an election, but like maybe those are the ones that I give 10. But like dialogue, backstory, story in both worlds, Mr. Gold's involvement, I think everything with Mr. Gold would be like high rated for me. I think every episode with him is probably, if I were to rank the episode so far, everyone with Mr. Gold is probably in my top 3. Like all the Mr. Gold ones are like my best ones. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reaction. You get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's okay. You can get episodes whenever they show up here. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later.